In today's video, we're going to discuss a stock that is about to make a crazy move tomorrow and why y'all should keep it in your watch list. We're also going to address the overall market because the bears seems to be back. All right. Today was kind of a crazy day, so we have a lot to discuss. I'm also going to be doing an update on some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video. Y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the Nasdaq futures, and again, like I said before, the bears are taking over. Today was a bearish day, which I suspected. I told you guys that in yesterday's video, and the reason why I told you guys that was because of the way these candles were getting super tiny, right? And the way the volume was dropping ever so slowly. Again, it's called a divergence. A divergence, all right? It's not a sign of strength. It was a sign of suspected weakness. I suspected that it was weakness. And I was anticipating the formation of an evening star. And an evening star is the combination of these three candles. We have one, we have two, and we have three. I thought it would just go all the way down here and then bounce back and close at exactly 426. But this one is a bit more aggressive. Like the sell-off was really aggressive. And it all started, like we're gonna dive into the very details. So this is pretty much what happened. All right, but before that happened, we gotta look at what's going on minute by minute. So first, we have my suspicion. Watching for a drop to 425. And then the next thing is QQQ forms this trend. It just chops, and then around like 10 o'clock it breaks that level, and that was a confirmation that yeah, it was definitely going to go to 410. It took to 425. It took a sweet time. Like it took all day to get there, and eventually, as you can see right here, eventually it got there all the way into the close. And right now I think that we're gonna drop and fill the gaps. The drawing, the playbook that I gave y'all yesterday with this big red candle, that might get stretched out into a few days, because today is only what? Today's Tuesday. We got 3 more days to go. A huge day like that tomorrow will be crazy. All right, the gains will be massive, but I think they're gonna split that into kind of like what they did right here. They're gonna split it into a few days. It's not gonna be that rapid. It's gonna take a while to get down to 406 again. What I'm not sure is if I'm gonna erase that. I'm not sure exactly what kind of candles we're gonna get tomorrow. If we get a small doji like this before we continue down like that and like that, right? Because typically what happens after massive days like today, the market can be kind of cruel and give us dojis. And in dojis, there isn't that much opportunity to make some money anyways, all right? But the follow through is what you should be looking out for. I'm not changing my mind. I'm not convinced about this. And I do believe that gap is going to get filled very soon, all right? Let's look at the VIX because it's been a while. The VIX is up 6% today. It's still trading near the lows right here. If we see some aggressive selling pressure, this thing should go back up to 18 bucks for the VIX. All right, now let's discuss the stock that is about to make a crazy move tomorrow, and that is none other than GLD. All right, this commodity that, again, I told you guys before, some of y'all, I was a little bit too early on like making the video about it. All right, the timing, like I knew it was gonna drop. Like it was only a matter of time. It's common sense. People who, let's look at the gold futures that way. Yeah, I got the structures on there. All right, so the gold futures, a lot cleaner chart, very clean. It's common sense that these individuals are gonna take their money. They're not done yet. All right, so I still think it's gonna drop. Looking at, there's another structure that appeared on the 1 hour, and the structure is right here. We go right there and we zoom in. Another reason why, and Another reason why it sold off aggressively today was because of this. If you look, there are smaller structures forming, which give more reasons to be bearish. A bear flag that actually broke down during the night. It broke down during the night, had a little pump fake in the morning, and then starting at 9 a.m., we started to dump again and breaking below 213.50. Again, once these levels get broken, the dip buyers who've been buying here and who have been buying here and here and forming these higher lows, they're going to panic. It's trading psychology. They're going to panic. That's why the structure and these patterns work so well. All right. And with this, again, thoughts and opinions not changing. Watch it for a drop right here. Very, very simple. Very simple. All right. Now, I got another stock for y'all. I know I said this stock's about to, but I got another one for y'all. The next one that I want y'all to be keeping in your watch list is NET. All right, and Netty looks like this once again. I shared this one a while ago to watch it for a drop to, I believe, 80. And what it's doing right now is a pretty aggressive way to get to the price target. I'm not a big fan of it. I like it when it just drops and then bounces, right? It doesn't just go like this. It then plays a whole lot of games for weeks before dropping again. That really like pisses me off. But at the moment, the market, like the indices are falling down, and this one seems to be following it. So watch it for a drop. It's gonna behaving similarly to what I've just shown you guys with gold, right? We have a bear flag cooking. It's going to open up lower and it's going to break down during the night. I expect it to open at 85. Therefore, watch it for a drop out the gates all the way down to 81. And then maybe even 77 before Thursday afternoon when the stock is reporting earnings. All right, so keep Netty on watch for that move. A quick updates. We gotta look at Google, which I've mentioned, I believe, 2 videos ago, which was Sunday night, I think. Yeah, I mentioned it on Sunday night. So with Google, again, I told you guys, big pop followed by a fade. What you're seeing right here is the exact replica, which I warned you will happen. I told you guys it will happen. It's the exact replica of what we're seeing here. Okay, so it's not done yet. If you're shorting it, congratulations on making money on Google. I don't think the drop is done yet, obviously, because I'm bearish on pretty much everything on on all indices, and I think they're gonna go lower. All right, so this is another one to keep in your watch list. I like the contracts on Google; they're nice. The price action is pretty good. So watch it for a drop all the way down to like 155. I would say by the end of the week, because I don't know if we're gonna get another a doji from the indices. If you get a doji, then a lot of these tech stocks are going to stagnate and play some games, which can be really annoying. So that's my thoughts on that one. An update on the Chinese sector. We're gonna look at Baidu, and Baidu doesn't seem to be ready. All right, so Baidu is kind of following the indices at the moment. It peaked out right here. That's what this wick is. It peaked out of that trend, but ultimately closed below it. I thought it would open up higher, and if it did, there would have been a massive move to the upside. There would have been, but it chose to open up beneath it and stay within the long-term trend that I drew for y'all right here. All right, so you have to be patient. The bullish move might happen probably the day it announces earnings, which will be in like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So y'all just gotta be patient and watch this thing cook in here first. It gotta cook first. Eventually it's gonna break it again. And the first candle which breaks and closes above that white line, and we see massive volume similar to this, like I'm talking like 10 million, maybe 11 million shares traded in volume. Similar to that, when we see that, then we can have some conviction that We can go a lot higher to around 120. But for now, y'all just gotta show some patience with the Chinese sector. All right, so that's my thoughts on these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, remember, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, so definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I release these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.